this paper and I'm eating up the streets and I
Welcome to
don't
another
sleep.
edition of Authentic Alphas. It's your boy Ayindei, and right here we got an authentic player. You can thank me later. So what's up, man? Introduce yourself. Where you from? What's your name?
Man, my name is Jay Wills, for the record, from Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? Been living in Miami for 19 years. You know? Nigga, where's your cigar, man? Am I smoking alone? You ain't finna disrespect me on your show, nigga. What's up? We smoking together, nigga. That's how we doing this shit.
Your boy's a bad influence already.
Come on, man.
See, this is a little too playerific for me, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, brother. You know how we do this shit?
I smoke cigars once in a while when I accomplish something, you know what I'm saying?
For real?
Yeah, but this
man,
is...
you a black man. You got your own podcast going.
Exactly.
And this shit's about to take off. And I'm happy that you decided to have me on your podcast.
Well, it took long enough. I've been asking you for the longest, so that's why I'm about to celebrate. Because I'm like, finally got this motherfucker on. Let me get that damn lighter.
Oh, okay.
All right, so right now, let me just give y'all a heads up, man. You should feel oh so grateful right now because this dude right here is a player for real. This dude is a legend. Y'all just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I got him to come on and bless y'all with some real game, So the homie done put me up on game many a days. How long we met?
Man, I think we met like 5 years ago. But
Yeah.
you know when I first saw you in the gym, I thought you was a running back. They used to run from UM. And then when I started talking to you, I'm like, okay, this nigga is literally a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Before the whole podcast shit started coming on. But I never took you seriously. The reason I no disrespect to you, because a lot of niggas kept telling me, oh, I got a podcast, I got a podcast, I got a podcast. So I'm like, you know what? I just want to stick to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to stick to my lane.
Exactly.
But once I start seeing everybody's blowing up in the podcast world and making millions in the podcast world, and I'm like, you know what? Everybody kept telling me, every time they see me on Instagram, they're like, yo, you need to get your own podcast.
You got too much game.
You know what I'm saying? You giving this shit for free. You might as well get paid for this shit. You've been telling me that shit for years. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go ahead and get my podcast going. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm telling you, I'm going to support you. Shit, my shit about to blow. Y'all just don't know yet, but my shit about to blow. Plenty of deals in the works. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my time with it, but y'all see I'm posting consistently. I'm keeping y'all on ice before the equipment come and everything like that. Y'all gonna have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, the production quality that I got at the moment.
Right.
But the real deal is coming real soon. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna be endorsing the dudes that I believe in, that I think got something to give. They got something to contribute. Because there's a lot of people in the space that they really full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they just feeling a void. They there by default.
Right.
So I think there's gonna be a lot more real ones coming in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to have to wait no time to get an audience. So that's why I said, let me share my little bit of audience that I already got with you.
Right.
And as it grows, you know what I'm saying, I'm always gonna be giving you an opportunity to go ahead and spit your shit. You know
The question I want to ask you, right? What made you take me seriously? Like, what made you like, yo, I want to interview this guy? Yo, what made, cause you know what I'm saying? You're like brother to brother, nigga to nigga. What made you take me seriously? What made you want to fake it and be like, yo, I want to interview this nigga. I want to see what this nigga got going.
Well, see, listen, one thing I definitely did inherit from my grandfather was the ability to judge character. And I'm a Brooklyn nigga, too. You see what I'm saying? So you know how they say that real recognize real.
Right.
So the first time, nigga, when we met, you dropped hella game on me that very day. I met this motherfucker on the treadmill. We both doing cardio. You know what I'm saying? And I left off the treadmill, you know, 50 minutes of cardio. I left smarter than I got on this motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, pimp traits and tendencies. You see what I'm saying? But they've been dormant. You see what I'm saying? Because I was doing so many other things. And I got out of that mentality of, you know what I'm saying, throwing a chick like a frisbee, go get it and bring it back to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was focusing on other things, my art, fitness, bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? So when I was talking to you and you was spitting your shit, it's like it was resonating because it was like you was putting me on the new shit, but you was also reminding me of shit I already knew, nigga. It's like, like I was waking up, like I had crust in my eyes. I was like, shit, I already know that. I used to be on it like that. So it just, you was just reminding me like, nigga, put, you know what I'm saying? Make it work for you.
Make it work for you.
Make it work for you. And you know what I'm saying? Make them add value. So it's like, when it comes to that mentality, to a square, it's all about something sexual equaling money. But it's
Right.
like, nah, when she get it and she come bring it to you, it could be anything.
Anything.
Anything. It could be a network. You know what I'm saying? You might need a
It could
photographer.
be a connection.
Exactly. Be a connection. You need a lawyer. She go get the lawyer working for you for free.
Mm-hmm.
Or the law. Whatever it is, she opening up doors for you because she could use her demeanor, her femininity to get in places you can't get
Exactly.
in. So it's like you staring a drone. You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
when you know what I'm saying? When you on your shit and you got you a girl that's down for you, it's like you steering a drone. You send her out there, remote.
Right.
Bring it back. You see what I'm saying?
100.
So you was reminding me of that. So I'm like, you know what? He right. I gotta put these chicks to work, man. Had them opening up them doors for me. So, it's just a mentality, man. It's not necessarily that function that you thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's just that having that mentality. Why is you here?
Right.
If you ain't bringing no value to me, bitch, why is you here?
Why are you here?
Why
Like,
you here?
what's the purpose?
Right.
And once you have that mentality, see, one thing I learned about this game, and one thing I learned about life, is one thing, you know what I'm saying? One thing you can never get back is time. You can't never let anybody waste your time. Because the name of the game is pay attention. And anybody that's in your present,
Gotta pay.
you got to make sure they pay for your attention. I don't give a fuck. Like, many times I had girls and women in my life, they go out to dinner dates with the most boring person in the world. And she will come back and says, "Oh my God, this dude was so boring. And he just wasted my fuck. He's just so boring. I hate old guys." But in the meanwhile, we're counting $4,000. We're counting $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
But you could go get lit with a young nigga. He don't fuck the shit out of you. He don't came inside of you. He done did everything under the world. But you still broke. You still busted, disgusted, and can't be motherfucking trusted.
Came back with nothing though.
Came back with nothing. My mama used to tell my mom. See, I think my mom, rest in peace, Mom. I love you to death. But I think my mom was a hoe.
I didn't mean to laugh at you though. It's the way you said it. In the way you said it though.
No, true story.
Oh man.
True story. I think because my mom used to always says, she used to tell my sister this all the time: a wet pussy and a wandering mind don't match. A wet pussy and a dry purse don't match. So later on, I never understood what that meant, but it sounded cool as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
So, and I got in the game, and I got older. When I became a pimp, my mom was so happy that I was in the game. Not because of the money aspect, the aspect that I would never let a woman take advantage of me.
Exactly. I knew where you was going with that.
So at the end of the day, so I used to ask my mom, "Mom, what do you mean a wet pussy and a wandering mind don't match?" She said, "Why would you let a guy come inside of you and next morning you got to wonder if he's going to call you? You got to wonder if he's fucking another bitch. You got to wonder if he's going to pay your bills. You got to wonder if he loves you. But if you get the money up front, you don't give a fuck what he does later. But at that moment, he paid for your fucking time." So I asked my mom, "Mom, what does a wet pussy and a dry purse mean?" Mom was like, "What's the point in letting a guy come inside of you and you got a dry purse, meaning that you got lint in your purse? You got a Gucci purse but no money in it. You got a Louis Vuitton bag with no purse in it, no money in it. You got a YSL purse, all you got is makeup and bullshit in your purse with no money in it. A wet pussy and a dry purse do not match." See, I got my game from my mom's.
That's deep though.
And at the end of the day, rest in peace, Mom. I don't mean to disrespect you on the live. I don't mean to disrespect you. Mom, I love you. Mom, I think you was in the game. You just never told me that part.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? So all right, so that's how you knew you had it in you though.
Yeah, I had it in
because it was early.
It was early lessons growing up.
Right.
It was early lessons growing up.
I didn't know I had it in me. It was a chick that told me.
A chick?
I had it in me. When I was 17, I'm gonna tell you the story. So
tell me the story.
So I'm 17, right? And I ain't getting along with my step pops.
Right. So
a lot of friction. I don't fist fought them, kicked them down a flight of steps. So you know after that I can't live in the same house as them. Come on, I don't whoop. This is the first time I whooped them.
Right.
So me and my step pops.
You whooped your step pop?
Yeah, me and my step pops been was going at it since I was about 15. But this is the first time where
you gained your strength.
I actually won. Because it was just a perfect opportunity. He was standing at the top of the steps, he was throwing blows, and I said, fuck it, bro. I just kicked him in the stomach. He went down the steps.
Wow.
So after that, we couldn't live in the same house because he got he got an ego. I get it.
You the man of the house.
Basically, right? Basically, right? So, you see what I'm saying? So, he told my mom, like, this little nigga got to go, right? So, my uncle was a military vet. It's my favorite uncle, right? He was in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. So, okay, my mom's made the call or whatever. So she told me, she said, listen, you're going to stay with your uncle. So part of me ain't like how I ain't had no say-so in the discussion. But the other part of me was like, well, at least I'm going to stay with my favorite uncle. Right. So when I got there, the nigga wasn't my favorite uncle no more. Like,
why is that?
When he sat me down, it was just like that scene out of Boys in the Hood. Remember when Cuba Gooding Jr. was getting out of hand and his mom said, all right, you're going to live with your father. Right. And then his father sat him down and said, listen, you're going to have some responsibilities. You're going to have chores. You're going to have to work. Right. So there wasn't no more playing no Super Mario Brothers. It wasn't no going to see Star Wars. Wasn't no reading no bodybuilding magazines. So
you had to grow up fast.
Right. No more X-Men comic books. Because, that's what I knew him for. That's what I remembered him for. But now I'm 17, so I'm coming into my own. I'm a grown nigga. I don't do those things no more, no way. Right. But what he basically saying is ain't going to be no fun and games. You coming to work with me every morning, and you're going to learn a trade. You're going to pay half the rent. I was like, oh, shit. I said, all right. So, boom. He take me to the strip club. Mind you, I'm 17. So we get to the strip club, and my uncle's type of nigga, he don't tell me nothing. Right. Just get dressed, little nigga, let's go. Where we going? He just ignore me. All right. We get to the strip club. My uncle, he dap up the security. Boom, 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 boom. He said, this is my nephew. He with me.
Make you a man.
Right. So I don't get carded or nothing. Mm-hmm. So I go up in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get up in there, my uncle gone. Like, my uncle get up in there. We sit at the bar. He get a Heineken. You see what I'm saying? He asks for his, I guess his favorite, dancer or whatever. Right. She come out. You know what I'm saying? She comes, she put her arm around him. So I knew from that moment, okay, they're acquainted or whatever. They know each other or whatever. He say something in her ear. You know what I'm saying? He excused himself. He go in the back room with her. Right. So the nigga just leave me there. So I'm just there at the bar chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking my little Heineken or whatever, my little young ass. Some little fine stripper come over. Banging body, everything. But my whole demeanor, I ain't phased. Because I'm used to getting girls, but I'm used to getting girls like my age. But I had a mean poker face. So I'm taking everything in because I'm the type of dude, I'm just observing. When I was a little nigga, I was just observing. I'm watching everything, everyone, trying to figure out how shit worked. Right. So Shorty came over to me, she sat down next to me at the bar. She's like, what you doing over here, little man? I was like, ain't nothing little about me. Mm-hmm. She said, okay, you think you grown. I said, well, I'm in here, ain't I? So she started talking to me or whatever, asking me questions, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? I said, look, you the fucking police? Right. I said, how old is you? She said, I'm 25. I said, where you from? She said, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I said, well, you a long way from Maryland. This is Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Right. So she said, I like you. I said, yeah, well, that don't mean much to me. So next thing you know, she get to trying to proposition me now. So she's like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Let's go in the back and have a good time. I said, what you consider a good time? You see what I'm saying? So she's like, listen, give me $200 and we can go make love. I said, do what now? So she said, make love. She said, fuck whatever you want to call it, right? So now, my little ass don't even got $200, right? But I'm not finna tell her that. So I said, listen, I'm good. So she said, you know what, you cute. So I'm gonna give it to you, a little discount. I said, oh yeah? So she said, yeah. She said, give me $150. We're gonna have the time of your life. I said, yeah. So I looked to the left, looked to the right. I said, come here, let me tell you something. So she leaned in on me, right?
Right.
I said, listen, let me tell you something. Before I give you $150 for 20 minutes in the back, I'd rather go up there to the projects and get the cutest bitch a pair of $80 Air Max. And I'm gonna be fucking her all month.
Man, I wish my story started like that when I first got there.
I didn't even know what I was saying. I was just trying to make excuses because I ain't had no money. You see what I'm saying? So she says to me, she said, little man, you's a pimp. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? She said, if you talking like that, you thinking like that. She said, you's a pimp. She said, you gonna be a pimp when you grow up. I said, baby, I'm already grown up. The ending of this story, she took me in the back for nothing. So when we left, so when my uncle was done doing what he was doing, he couldn't find me.
Right.
Cause I ain't no.
Using the back.
I ain't no 5-10 minute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I came out, nigga, I had a whole different. My chest was bigger when I came out. So my
Right.
uncle, he was pissed. He was like, "Yo, the fuck you was, little nigga?" He grabbed me by the back of my neck. I said, hold on, man. This is pimping. My uncle said, what? He said, what? He said, what you was doing back there? So I said, smell my finger. He's like, where you get money from? I said, what made you think I needed money? So I showed my uncle up on that one.
Can I correct you?
Because he had to pay for it.
That was not pimping.
Because you ain't give me no money.
Nothing that had, hey, listen, beautiful story. Nothing that had got to do with no pimping. You was a young gigolo.
Yeah, basically. I wasn't even that because even the gigolo get paid. You get what I'm saying?
Gigolos get clothes. Gigolos get you get to use the bitch's house. You get to drive the bitch's cars, and the bitch take you shopping here and there. That's a gigolo.
Man,
that pimpin' will break on that bitch. Pimpin' will tell that bitch, "Hey, bitch, you ain't gotta give me the pussy. Sell my half.
Give me my money.
Sell me my half. Give me my money."
Hey, well, listen, in due time. One
Let
step
me tell
at a
you
time.
my introduction to the game.
Yeah.
My introduction to the game. I can't say it was the introduction to the game, but this was the first time I learned women learn how to run game. But you gotta understand this. I learned my game from a bitch. I remember one time, me and my boys, we used to go hang out at a strip club. We used to sneak to go to the strip. You ever heard of Sue Rendezvous?
Did I?
So
did I?
So I remember I used to sneak out of my mom's house. So we used to go to Sue Rendezvous. And when it was this girl named Joy Ryder.
That's a good name.
Joy Ryder. She taught me game. So every time I used to go to the strip club, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was in the industry, music industry, so I used to take my little paychecks, and I used to fucking go to the strip club. When I used to go to the fucking strip club, there was this one black girl named Joy Ryder. I used to go in the back and get lap dances from her. Now remind you, I was square from Delaware. I don't know shit about the game. So every time I used to get a little bit of paycheck, I already know how to pay my bills. $300 to go to Joy Ryder. True story. I can't make this up. I'm not that good.
God.
So every time I used to go to the strip club, I used to spend $100 making it rain on her on stage. And then she used to take me to the back and give me the best lap dances
ever
in the world. Remind you, I'm only 18 years old, shorty, kissing on my neck, sucking on my neck. Nigga, I felt like I was in heaven. But every time, I used to fucking leave the club, she used to tell me, I used to tell her, like, let me get your phone number. Shorty told me, I don't have a phone. I'm like, boo, how you don't have a phone? I gotta pay my mama rent, I gotta pay my rent, I gotta do all this, and then at the end of it, by the time for me to pay a phone bill, say, I don't like talking on the phone anyway, so I don't have a phone.
Bitch running game.
So at the end of the day, so guess what my lame ass do?
You went and bought her a phone.
I would've go bought her a phone. So now I go buy this bitch a phone. I'm like, yo, why is your phone is not on? So the bitch I used to come to buy you. I still do the regular shit. I go throw $100 on stage. I go fucking throw $100 on stage. Still get the same lap dances. And after the lap dances, I'd be like, why you don't answer your phone? Back in the day, remember, you had to pay for the minutes.
Yeah, free nights and weekends.
Yeah, you had to pay for the minutes. I don't want to be on the phone because I don't have the money to pay for the minutes.
You done gave it a fucking...
So guess how I had to give her $300 for the minutes. Remind you, this shit's been going on for like 6 months.
You invested.
I'm in the hole. I'm deep in the hole.
Oh, God.
So next thing you know, and then after I got this phone squared away, I probably got 3 conversations in 6 months over the phone.
Jesus.
And every time I had to talk to her, I had to go to the club.
Oh, yeah.
And talk to her.
Oh, yeah.
So now, I like, yo, where can I take you out to eat? I mean, I don't want to keep me and you in the strip club.
Of course.
So Joe Ryder told me straight up, I don't have money for the train.
But you dancing, though.
Guess what I did?
Oh, you bought this bitch a car?
No, I had to get a bitch money for the card.
Oh, my God.
So, after me and her build this relationship, remind you, I'm a square from Delaware.
You growing on it, though.
Nigga, I'm $6,000 in the hole.
Jesus Christ.
And still never got a chance to smell the pussy. And then later on, Shorty told me, you were just part of my hustle.
Damn right.
And I told her, what you mean?
You was a customer.
She told me straight up, when I told you I couldn't pay my cell phone bill,
Yeah.
I had 30 niggas pay my cell phone bill.
Damn right.
When I told you I couldn't catch a ride to what situation,
I had a car.
I had 20 niggas buy me a bus ticket. And at the end of the day, Shorty told me straight up, you're a cool dude, Jay. But the game is the game. And you was part of my game.
Yeah, once you step in here, the rules change, man, because
that's what I learned the game.
what she talking about right there, I experienced all that, but from her perspective. Because when I was dancing at the club, it was the same shit. You just stringing these chicks along.
Wait. You're not going to spin this conversation over. What you just say?
You ain't know I used to dance?
I never knew you was a stripper,
Oh,
nigga.
man, Magic Mike ain't got shit on me, man. Magic Mike, let me tell you something. You see how she was running that residual game? Tell you how I would do that shit. When the Chrysler 300 came out,
Right.
I had bought one of them hoes brand new. And I had already, you know what I'm saying, had the rims. I bought the rims before the car. Well, I didn't buy the rims, but, you know, my cousins was doing something they ain't supposed to be doing, and I took advantage of it. I said, yeah, man, go ahead and get me them rims, and I need 5 of them hoes. The fuck you need 5 rims for? They're only 4 wheels. I said, yeah, suppose a nigga get a flat. So I had 5 rims tired up before I even had the car, 'cause I knew what car I wanted.
Right.
But you know, you got them hoes putting together that down payment and all that other stuff. Got the shit brand new, barely nothing down. The not having credit wasn't nothing because my homie was smashing the chick that run the finance department at the dealership, so it was all good, right? But this is how I used to play it. Let's say I get a flat. Anything bad happened to me was an opportunity to make money.
Right.
So boom, say I got a flat. Anytime I would get a flat, this is what I would do. Get out the car, take a picture of that. Send it to all my clients. Hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it to work tonight. Got a flat. Oh. Yeah, man, listen. I'm rolling on these 22s. That means a tire for me is 200.
Right.
So I go down to the tire place, because you know I already got the other rim in the trunk, so it ain't nothing.
Right.
This ain't stopping the program. But you say that, just like how she was running game about the phone and not having the train and all that.
Right.
So now I go to my boy that owned the tire shop. I get the quote from him. Go ahead and print that out and add a little money to it. Tire really $179, but you're going to go ahead and add 30, 50 bucks to it. Now I'm going to take that picture. I'm going to send it to all my clients. New tire, 230, 240. So you're only going to get 3 type of responses, you know what I'm saying, from the women. Either, damn, baby, I'm sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't do nothing for you right now. So you'll get that. Or you'll get, listen, I don't got the whole 240, but I'll send you what I can. Right? And then you get the chicks that's going to send it all to you. All right. Now, when 10 chicks send you money, you buy the tire once, put it on the damn card, take a picture of it, and send that thank you text. You pocket the rest of that money. So just for me to get a flat, I'm making $1,200, $1,300 easy. You see what I'm saying? But every chick in there got a big ass smile on her face because she thinks she was the one that fixed my shit.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying? That's how I would run that same game. See how she washed and, you know what I'm saying? She rinsed and repeat on that shit. How she told you, man, I got about 10 dudes paying for my phone. So that game that she spit right there, that's just classic stripper shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't take this the wrong way, okay?
I couldn't.
All right. I ain't never speak to a male stripper before in my life.
Are you interviewing me or I'm interviewing you?
It's going both ways. I never knew this. Is it true that the male strippers are bisexual?
Hell no. You know what's funny? Because this is the thing. I never would have considered no shit like that. When I first came to Florida, I had just got out of prison.
Oh, you just got out of prison.
Right, and the whole plan was I'm going to change my life and I'm going to be legal. I ain't going to break the... I got to get out of New York because if I'm in New York, it's going down. Everybody I affiliate with is a motherfucking criminal. You see what I'm saying? So I already knew ain't no way I'm going to be in New York and be a square. It just ain't going to happen. I couldn't even afford it. Think about it. I'm working a regular job in New York. My lifestyle, it ain't going to happen. So I said, all right, let me go to Florida. I ended up with 3 jobs because one, the money wasn't enough. Another one still wasn't enough. Third, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm managing one place, supervising another, and I'm doing telemarketing. And at telemarketing, I'm noticing that the vending machine, stay out of fucking snacks and shit. You got to wait days before they come and refill it. So my ass go to Sam's Club, Costco's, buy cases of shit. I'm selling snacks at my job. And what I'm doing is I got my little pen and pad, and I'm putting niggas got debt. I'm giving niggas credit.
Right.
That's how you really make the money. You give niggas credit. Then on payday, I got 14 dudes, 15 people into me. Yeah, you owe me $12, you owe me 10, you owe me this. So I was cleaning up, right?
Right.
Here's the thing though. I had no days off. I was exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I was meeting hella girls in South Florida, but I wasn't having no time to kick it with them. Right. I still wasn't driving what I wanted to drive. I still wasn't wearing what I wanted to wear. And you understand, I'm coming from the hustle. Right. So I'm already like, you get what I'm trying to say. It's real hard to downsize and minimize like that and live that 9-to-5 bullshit, right? When you're used to getting the fast money. So I'm complaining all over the place, man, and boo-hooing and whatever. So they tried to hire a nigga at the gym. So I'm like, all right, I could do this. I'll make some good money if I get some high-end clients. They done ran a motherfucking record and all shit. The shit came back from Tallahassee. Ooh, no, you ain't hiring that motherfucker. You ain't hiring that felon. Right. All right? So that shit fell through. But the shorty at the gym was like, yo, you in shape, you got a body. She's like, yo, you should dance. I was like, what, bitch? Fuck you talking about? She's like, yeah, you should be a male stripper. I was like, get the fuck out of here with it. She's like, no, it ain't like that. I was like, fuck out of here with that. I ain't doing no dancing in no thong. That bitch, that ain't me. But you gotta understand, I ain't never seen it before. I don't know any dancers. I've never been to a male strip club. I'm just basing it on, you get what I'm trying to say? Right. You just basing it on the assumption or whatever the media tells you that it is. Only time I seen a dancer was on Ricky Lake. You know what I'm saying? Guest came on. So I didn't know what it was, but I was already with that hell no, you know what I'm saying? Same like what you were saying. I had that mentality, like, yo, that's it, right? So check it out. I'm messing with 2 shorties.
Especially coming from your culture.
Exactly.
Jamaican.
Exactly. So I'm messing with 2 shorties, right? And they know about each other. That's what I liked about South Florida. They wasn't even tripping on me. So I had a French chick and I had a Puerto Rican chick. The French chick, I met her at my job because I was in retail in the mall, and then the Puerto Rican chick, I met her in the gym. And I was just upfront with both of them, like, yo, I'm messing with another chick. I don't care. That got to do with me. We just having a good time. I'm like, okay. So I'm just telling this shit matter-of-factly. You know what I'm saying? You know, like pillow talk. So after I beat it up, I'm just telling her. I'm like, yo, you know what this silly bitch told me at the gym? I should be a male stripper. And the chick, she ain't laugh. She looked at me, she was like, you should.
You know one thing that never happened to me? I ain't never had a girl tell me I should be a stripper.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? I had went dancing with the chick before. Right. Plus, you know, she knew I was in shape or whatever. So she's telling me, she like, yeah, you should. And she's like, yeah, man, I've been to this place and blah, 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 blah. So it turns out they were saying it because they had all actually been to this particular club is why they were saying it, because they were familiar with it and what the guys do and how it looks and blah, blah, blah. So she's telling me, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You look just as good as the guys that be there and they be making mad money. So I'm like, huh. Because I don't worry about niggas' opinion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about what no niggas think. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in my own shit. So when chicks is telling me that it's a green light, I'm thinking to myself, hold up. If they don't think it's some weird, whack shit and they been.
Right.
So I'm like, nah. But then I'm like, man, let me get this shit out of my head. What's this bitch talking about? I ain't listening to this. So now I'm with my other chick, right? Now I'm with my Puerto Rican chick. And I did the same thing. I told her, yeah, man, this goofy ass bitch talking about I should be a male stripper. This bitch did the exact same thing. She was quiet for a couple seconds. She was like, yo, you should. And I'm like, yo, why everybody keep telling me that? She's like, yo, I've been to this place. She named the same place. I'm like, what the fuck? So she took it one step further. She said, you know what? She said, I know one of the managers there. I'm gonna introduce you. So I was like, you know what? Now I'm fucking curious. So I go down to the place with her, right? Because this is the next thing she told me that made me really intrigued. She said, you don't even gotta be a stripper if you don't want to. She was like, they got other jobs in there. So now I got the Dumbo ears. The ears is big. I'm like, what you mean other jobs?
Right.
So she's like, listen, you could be a waiter. You could be a bartender. You could be a shot guy. She was like, and they all make money. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I'm like, but I ain't dancing around no thong or nothing like that. She was like, I've never seen any of those niggas wear thong. I'm like, really? She was like, yeah, and the bartenders, the waiters, and the shot guys, they just wear black pants. They just wear black slacks with no shirt on. Maybe a bow tie or some shit. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So I go down there, go check it out. The nigga that manages the waiters and the shot guys is a nigga from New York. So I get to talking to the nigga. I'm like, yeah, so listen, I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want a job here. You know what I'm saying, waiting tables or whatever. And he looks at me, he looked down at my shoes, and he looked back up at me. He said, yeah, we don't need you. I was like, yeah, so, I mean, I could start at any time. He's like, yeah, man, we don't need anybody. We don't need any more people. I was like, yeah, so I was thinking like one day a week, and we could see how I perform, and we take it from there. So he's looking at me. He's like, you don't hear me telling you that, you know what I'm saying, we don't need you? So, you know what I'm saying? So he says it one more time. He's like, man, I got enough guys. I said, all right, bet. So I could start like on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? You know, we'll see how I sell. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know what? If you're that fucking confident, he said, I want you to come on Thursday. It's training day. And let's see how you sell. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, yo, where you from? I was like, I'm from Brooklyn. He was like, all right, I get it now. He's like, I'm from New York too. He was like, all right, we need something like you here. We need somebody that's that persistent, right? So he's like, all right, come on Thursday, we see what you got. So I go up to that bitch on Thursday, nigga. I made $300 my first night serving drinks, which was the second most money. I sold the second most drinks out of all the dudes that they had there.
Right.
So he pulled me to the side. He said, listen, man, you perform like that for a week straight, I'm going to cut one of these other niggas loose. Make space for you. I said, bet, let's get it. 3 months later, I was on stage. Because I saw what they were doing. And I was like, ain't nothing gay about this shit whatsoever. Nobody no wearing no G-string, no thong. Nobody got their booty out or nothing like that. These dudes.
Yeah, but it's not about what you're wearing. Like, what was your clientele? Are they women, men?
No. No men was allowed in the club, my dude.
No men allowed. It was just women.
Nah, you can't. No dudes can come in there.
I didn't know that.
It's legit listed as a ladies' club.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got bachelorettes, you got birthday girls, and all this type of shit. So, and then the next thing is, you got women in general. Because this is the thing. If you never been and somebody told you the concept, you'd be thinking the only women that's going to give men money is desperate women. You'd be wrong.
Right.
Oh, you'd be so wrong. First of all, your best clients are strippers. Those are your best clients. Because they make it rain like how it rains on them. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yo, my first birthday, it took me about a week to count my singles. I had over $3 grand in singles.
Wow.
Yeah. My first year, I made $67,000.
So why'd you stop?
Who said I stopped, nigga?
Hey, I'm just asking.
No, but you know what happened though?
I'm just asking questions. You know?
Yeah. What happened was I had to get out of there, bro, because you know what I'm saying. I'm a disciplined person, so I saw where it was going. I was like, damn, bro, this shit is a drug. You know what I'm saying? You get all these women, you got access to all the most beautiful women, bro. Like put it this way, nigga. You're not gonna have more access to more beautiful women in any other profession. It's impossible. I don't care if you're a basketball player. I don't care if you're in the NFL, NBA. I don't care if you're a movie star, whatever. You're not gonna have more access to beautiful women.
I disagree.
If
you pimping, you will. Hello.
Nah. You know why? No. You're not. You know why? Just the numbers at the door. On Fridays, we were averaging over 250 girls a night on a Friday. You averaging over 300 a night on a Saturday, and there's a Friday and a Saturday in every week. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, come on. You got 8 days where you seeing that type of crowd per month, and you got 12 months in a year. It's like, I'm sorry, bro. You already in the thousands.
It all depends on what women you talk about. See, I'm in the business of women that want to pay a nigga and make a nigga rich. No different from you in the club, and you got women that just lonely and they just want to spend money on them.
They ain't lonely. You talking about chicks that are married. You talking about chicks that are engaged. You talking about chicks that got baby daddies. You talking about corporate chicks. You talking about stripper chicks. You talking
so
about
are they willing to
waitresses.
spend money on you and be with you, invest
Bro.
in you, and everything?
Bro, we talking about, I had a chick buy me the BMW X6 when it first came out. I had the first X6 in South Florida. They had to ship it down from Jacksonville. The first all-black one.
But I had a hoe.
Dudes getting chicks buying them houses. Trust me.
Yeah, but one thing I had a hoe that got me a Range Rover.
Yeah.
I had a hoe that got me the SL.
I see
when
that
it first
happen.
came out.
I seen it happen.
I see the hoe that got me the X5. I see the hoe that fucking traveled. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much we live in the same pretty much life.
I seen it. See, this is the thing though. This is the
we live in the same pretty much life though.
This is the difference, because the outcome end up being about the same. But the route that you get, that the chick got there, is different. For example, you talking about putting a chick to work, right? Okay, now, but what if a chick was doing whatever she was doing, married some rich nigga, divorced him, and now she got a divorce settlement, and the dude that she divorced was a millionaire? You see what I'm saying?
So now you're back in.
Now she can afford to trick off on some young stripper nigga and buy him a Lambo or whatever. You see what I'm trying to say? So I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with so many dudes and I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? One dude, chick buying him a Corvette, the top of the line one.
But my thing, see, don't mean to cut you off. I see that, but the difference between that is that when you meet those type of women, they son niggas like that.
Nah, why would you let a bitch son you?
I'm not talking about let a bitch son you, because they got the money. They got everything. See,
Yeah, but they still a bitch though.
They can't be a bitch because they squares.
No, what I'm trying to say is they're still a female. They're still emotional.
I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, they're in position, and you trying to get in position.
Yeah, but it's the same as a chick going out and getting the money. She has it until she gives it to you. So what's the mechanism in which she decides to give it to you? That's what I'm trying to tell you. All you got to do is figure out what's the mechanism to get this divorcee to give it to you. Or what's the mechanism to get this trust fund baby to give it to you. Or what's the mechanism to get this stripper to give it to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If a stripper bitch got a client give her 10 stacks, and she in love with a stripper nigga, that nigga can get half of that.
But at the end of the day, the difference between when you meet a hoe in a game, she's programmed to give you that every day.
I get it, but look at it.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
When you meet these bitches that has everything, that has the car, that has this, that has that, that has that, and guess what? Now she feel like, okay, cool, you're her fun boy.
No,
you're
I get
her
it.
weekend boy.
I get what you're saying.
And at the end of the day, you know, I'm just going to have fun with you for the weekend. I'm just going to have a good-looking guy for the weekend. I'm just going to use you as my human dildo, and then I'm going to go back to
not even because you ain't supposed to be smashing. If you really got game, you ain't even smashing. That's the thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is, how many broads are you really going to have in your stable, realistically? I'm talking about you have access to multiple women. So I don't need this chick to be as committed.
Yeah, but it's not about how many women you have, because I didn't get in the game to count head.
That's my point.
I got in the game to count bread.
That's my point. So if you got 1 to 3 that's loyal, that's down for you, that's great. I don't need these clients and customers to be loyal to me, because I got 20 of them. I got 25 of them. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you got 3 chicks and all 3 of them gonna break 10 stacks on you, right? That's 30 stacks. Right. Okay? But what if I got 30 chicks that's breaking 1 stack? Is that not still 30 stacks?
Hey, the name of the game is the best outcome is income.
However you get it, how you get it.
Hey, if you want to be the turtle of the race, or you want to be the rabbit of the race, as long as you cross that finish line.
That's my point.
That's outcome is income.
And you talking to a nigga that tried both. You see what I'm saying? I ain't Usher. I ain't finna get confessions.
And you ain't tried both.
But I tried both. And what I'm trying to tell you.
Have you ever had?
One takes a lot more. Shit, one is a hell of a lot harder. What you doing is a hell of a lot harder.
Way harder.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I prefer to just, you know what I mean? Listen, I prefer to just do my little moves, do my little choreography.
Hey, you know what I tell niggas? The only thing they know about this game that is very hard to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I already know, nigga. I've been there and I give up on it. I said, man, this shit too much. This shit's too much, bro. It's too much. I had my bottom bitch. I said, bitch, come on, make it work. God damn it. Because, nigga, it's too much. It's too much work for me, bro. I don't got the patience for it.
Hey, we just kicking flavor, man. But one thing I like to do is I like to get a perspective from your world, and I want you to get a perspective from my world.
Yeah.
Nobody's knocking each other. Nobody's disrespecting each other.
It's to each his own, bro.
Each his own.
But what I'm trying to say is I personally know, you get what I'm saying? Pimping ain't easy, bro. I know. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. I know. You get it? So I understand it, but I know that I don't got the longevity for it, bro. I don't got the patience for it. I tried.
And when I tell niggas like this, man.
And it wasn't that I wasn't good at it. It's just that for me, the cost-benefit analysis, I was like, man, you know what? And then my conscience, bro. I got too much of a conscience too, so I just was like, you know what?
You got a conscience of what? Tell me your conscience. I know this your podcast, but it feel like I'm interviewing you. Yeah. So guess what?
No, trust me.
Tell me your conscience. Why do you have conscience?
It's just like the dope game. You see what I'm saying? I was good at it, but
no. What's your conscience?
I was too guilty though, because I had a conscience.
My nigga, why would you decide to sell drugs on the block? So you want to sell drugs to the people that you don't want to sell drugs to pregnant women, right?
That's my point.
So you don't want to sell. You want to sell drugs to little kids, right?
Of course not.
So you don't want to sell drugs to older ladies, right? So you want to sell drugs to the scrippers, you want to sell drugs to the niggas, but now you can't go home with the money because you got a conscience. Did you get in the game to be a social worker, or did you get in the game to be a drug dealer?
Yeah, but see, listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's why I had to, bro. That's why I had to clean it up, bro. Because I said, yo, you know what? I can't do nothing.
But once you,
I got too much of a conscience, bro.
But once you get in the game, there's no conscience. Because at the end of the day, if she don't pay you,
she gonna pay somebody else.
She gonna pay somebody else.
Let me tell you something. You know how many fiends would swear up and down that they gonna quit, they gonna rehabilitate, they clean, and and you know what I'm saying? My old sensitive ass, I'm over here supporting them in that. You see what I'm saying? Which is a conflict of interest.
Because all you do is take the money out of your pocket.
No, but this is what would happen. Next thing you know, he just copping from somebody else. You see what I'm saying? He's just gonna cop. He's a fiend. He's gonna cop from somebody else. You see what I'm saying? But you know what's crazy though? What I learned, because growing up in New York, I thought fiends had no self-control. I thought they had no self-discipline, no self-control whatsoever. I thought any little bit of money they get, they gonna smoke it up. Then they gonna steal something, borrow something, beg for something or whatever, just to get enough to smoke it up again. Then I started going OT. And when I started going to other states and grinding, I experienced a completely different type of dope fiend. Motherfuckers that had manager positions at jobs. Motherfuckers that had wives and children.
Active
they were functioning. They were functioning crackheads.
Active.
Yeah, motherfuckers would come to me once a week and get enough for the whole damn week and ration it out. And this blew my mind. Because I'm coming from New York. In New York, crackheads don't ration nothing. You see what I'm saying? You give him 8, he's smoking on 8.
Right.
What the fuck you mean? Ration what? The only time he ain't smoking is when he ain't got none.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But now I'm going to other states, motherfuckers is literally rationing this shit out. Like, this is for Wednesday. This is for... I'm like, how the fuck? So, what I'm trying to say is the world's an interesting place. The more you think you know, the more you don't fucking know. Real shit. You don't know shit. And no matter what the fuck they doing over here, they doing something different over there.
Exactly.
It don't matter fuck what they think and believe over here. They think and believe some other shit over here.
Exactly.
They don't care what's acceptable over here, some other shit's acceptable over there. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said, all right, let me roll with an open mind and see what else can I get into and apply the same mentality to something else. Because even when it comes to women, there's different ways, you know what I'm saying, for them to get this money. I realize that shit too. There's different ways for them to get this money. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same principles. You see what I'm saying? The same way you put on a date with a John is the same way you can have her working up at the real estate and she don't know shit about the paperwork, nothing like that. She got all these motherfuckers in the office doing all the paperwork for her. All she gotta do is get sexy, grab her little briefcase or whatever, and go out there and show the properties. And they doing all the due diligence in the office, but she getting the commission. You see what I'm saying? So it's just that same mentality, but it's a different game.
See, the question I want to ask you is, how do you transition from what you was doing from the exotic dancer position to the fitness position to the podcast position?
Podcast? So,
because like I said, I love what you're doing.
Right.
I love what you're doing. And to me, I respect that you decide to say, you know what, Jay Wills, I respect you. I see your shit. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I definitely want you to fucking be on my podcast. Because like I said, nigga, I'm walking to the gym, and I see you, interview one of my gym crush. I'm like, man, nigga, you the hardest working nigga on showbiz.
I'm on it every day.
So how did you make that transition, though?
See, this is the thing. One thing that I learned is that I could pretty much be good at anything I put my mind to. And I learned that because my grandfather would always have me doing shit that I didn't want to do. But the thing about me is, for whatever reason, his validation meant so much to me that even if I'm kicking and cussing and I don't want to do this motherfucker shit, I'm doing it to the best of my ability, though.
Right.
So he noticed that early. It's like, no matter what I put him to do, no matter how much experience he has with it, and no matter how much he don't want to do it, he gonna put his all into it, because the challenge is what I'm going for. I don't like not being good at something. I don't know what it is about me, but I can't, like, it never occurs to me to do something half-assed. So if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it right. I want to do it good, right? So I remember one time I overheard him on the phone with my mom, because he never actually said it to me, because he playing all these mental mind games and shit. My grandfather's like that. He real stingy with the validation, because he don't want you to get complacent or lazy. Right. I remember I heard him on the phone one time with my mom, and he was like, listen, whatever that boy do, he good at it, right? But I'm the type of person where I will put my all into something, and then once I accomplish my goal and I'm like, okay, I did this, I'll lose interest in it if it's not something I'm passionate about, because I never was passionate about it to begin with, but I was passionate about the challenge. There was a time when I built a Honda Civic. I bought 2 Honda Civics the same year, you know what I'm saying, and took the parts from both, bought parts from the dealership, went to the junkyard, pulled parts, and I built a car. It wasn't necessary. I could have bought it. I could have bought one. But I built it because it was a challenge. Right. And I wanted to feel like a man. I wanted to build this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, and then be able to say, I did that. You know, I never built a fucking car again.
You know why? You know my favorite, you know the favorite thing I always say? See, a lot of people, they like women in the game that's already built.
Exactly.
And the women that me personally, I like women that want to come into my life that want to help build something. Right. Because see, a lot of women in the game, they want a nigga that has the Bentley, has the mansion,
established already,
have everything. But after you go out of your way to attain all these things, so now you're meeting new women that's coming into your life that never helped you build anything.
They ain't adding not one brick.
So at the end of the day, so when they come into your shit, they say, okay, cool, he got the man's check. He got the condo check. He got the mansion check.
He got that status.
He got the Richard Mille. He got the Rolly check. He got the plugs to the club. As soon as you fart the wrong way, now she's gone. As soon as you sneeze the wrong way, now you're gone. As soon as you tell her no about something, now she's gone.
There's no investment.
You know why? Because she haven't helped you build anything.
Right. She ain't got no personal attachment.
But when you got a bitch that helped you get the Benz, the bitch that helped you build the castle from brick to brick to brick,
she ain't leaving.
Try to get that bitch up out of your house. That bitch will take you to court and say, hey, this is mine, this is mine. No, nigga, the chandelier is mine. No, nigga, I bought this TV. You, nigga, good luck trying to get rid of that bitch.
Yeah, emotional attachment.
So I understand what you're saying. Yeah. So when you built that Honda Civic,
I felt the way about it.
And guess what? You rode that shit till they couldn't ride no more.
Damn right.
Because you put time in investing and building. Then opposed you just hop into a car, you wreck the car, you're like, okay, cool, just get another car tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it's real shit. I mean, and if you want, see, this is why there's a lot of chicks out here. There's a lot of square bitches that's miserable. And they got a motherfucker providing everything for them. But that's why. That's why they living in a nice condo. They got nice clothes. They got nice shit, expensive handbags. They got nice car. Everything's nice and blah, blah, blah. But they a miserable bitch. Yeah, because nothing bring them any gratification because they ain't work for none of it.
You know
Somebody
the worst,
just gave it to them.
You know the worst bitches? I can't say bitches, but you know the worst women is to me? It's Miami bitches.
They ain't entitled to shit.
Let me explain something to you. Miami women are the worst women you can meet. You gotta say, I live in Miami for 19 years. I've been living in the same penthouse condo for the last 8 motherfucking years. And I swear to God, niggas be coming to Miami with their Benzes, with their Bentleys, and a Ferrari. How many people that the coronavirus killed?
I don't think it killed nobody, really, but...
But how many people you think they killed? The media say they killed.
Thousands.
Millions, right?
So they say.
You come to Miami, you can't even catch the coronavirus.
That's what I'm saying. You can't find nobody. I don't see nobody's in the street.
You can't catch the coronavirus in Miami, meaning that you can't catch a bitch in Miami. Because you know why? You come to Miami with your Bentley, your Ferrari, your... Let me explain something to you. You remember Will Smith when he came out with the song, Welcome to Miami, ain't it eating? I'm Miami. See, people were too busy dancing to the song, but they wasn't listening to the song.
Yeah.
Will Smith said years ago, 1998,
Yep.
what Will Smith said? $100,000 cars, everybody got them.
Yeah, everybody got them. It ain't nothing out here.
It ain't nothing out here.
It don't mean shit.
So when these niggas come to Miami with their $100,000 cars, they coming out here popping bottles, and then they go back home broke.
Yo, you want to hear something we used to do that was funny when I first moved to Miami? Because I'm going to tell you what made me decide to move to Miami in a second. But when we first moved to Miami, we used to play a game. We would come to South Beach, right? And we would count how many Bentleys we could see and we would spot in a day, but they had to be different, right? So we would write down a license plate, and we count how many. Motherfucker, you know how many we got up to in one day? 74.
They all rented.
When the Bentleys were hot.
It was
Counted
all
74 Bentleys on South Beach in all of a 5-mile radius.
Exactly. They was riding that shit back.
That's
and I
what I'm trying to
guarantee
say.
them niggas look like boys in the hood, 4 niggas in the car. Like each one nigga chipped into that bill.
Nigga, I remember when I first got my Dodge Challenger, it was blowing my mind how much attention that car was getting. Everybody wanted to take a picture with that bitch. No, everybody wanted to take a picture with the bitch because nobody has seen nothing like they haven't seen it before. But the crazy thing is, I'd be parked next to a Lambo. I'd be parked next to a Ferrari. I'm like, nigga, why you want to take a picture with my car? It's 42 grand, but I'm parked next to a car that's 4 times what my car costs. But they've seen that before. Is what I'm trying to tell you. They've seen that before.
It's not about they seen it before, because they know that car belongs to you. When you live in Miami, everybody know you go to exotic cars. Everybody know you go to Carefree Lifestyle.
Yeah,
everybody know you go to the rental spot.
You just renting shit.
But everybody knew that car belonged to you.
That too.
Because I swear to God, when I first got to Miami, I was the first black nigga to rode around. It was me and Eddie Joy. We had the same car, the SL Mercedes hardtop 04. I swear to God, the whole time I've been living in Miami, I ain't never move a bitch in the car. I ain't never move a bitch in the car. I move a bitch face to face. Yo, what up, ma? How you doing? My name is Jay Will. Back then, my name was Jay Will. My name was Lucky back in the day. What up, ma? My name is Lucky. Why you call you Lucky? Because I'm lucky to be in your presence, and you lucky to be in my presence. That was my nickname back then. I used to win with that line all the time. I need to go back to that line again because at the same time, telling bitches my name Jay Will, it's not working.
I forgot more game than these motherfuckers got, bro. I done
sound like a
forgot more
pimp.
game. No, because it's this shit, bro. A nigga getting old now. You ain't got nothing to prove. But when I was younger, you understand what I'm saying? It was all ego. It's like, nigga, I'm challenging myself every day. I want to see what I can do because when you exercising it, you're like, damn, man, that's me. I did that. I pulled that. So you're like, nigga, I don't even know what I'm capable of. So you just, it was that curiosity, like, what next? You see what I'm saying? But then there comes a point you start getting, you know what I'm saying, you start getting a little too comfortable, and you ain't got to impress nobody no more. You ain't got to impress yourself. You're just like, man, been there, done that. I already did that. You see what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
But
Sometimes
you need something to inspire you again. Sometimes you need something to, you know what I'm saying? Be like, you know what? So that's why I think I also kind of switch it up and I keep on trying something new. Because it's like, listen, when I'm doing shit, right? Like, for example, I go in and work retail and all this other bullshit. Next thing you know, they telling me I'm the best in the district. They start fucking pimping me out and sending me all over to go correct everybody else's shit. I'm like, how did this happen?
Right.
Right? So basically speaking, the job you give me, I ended up doing it on the highest level. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, when I was in the lockup, nigga, my shorty used to keep trying to send me money. Bruh, my girl went from trying to send me money to me sending her money.
Wow.
I was figuring out how to get money in prison. You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting all kind of, I'm networking with the COs and all this kind of shit. I got them doing shit for me when they get on the outs and that. You see what I'm saying? So I end up doing it at the highest level.
Right.
I got to a point where I was reading a book a day in this motherfucker. Productive. I found the biggest, most dominant motherfucker in there and made him my motherfucking friend. I made the motherfucker need me because I said, nigga, ain't nobody taking my button here, and I ain't joining no gangs. I ain't doing none of that motherfucking shit. So I got to figure out how I'm going to stay protected. So what I did right away, the first motherfucking thing I did was figure out who run this motherfucker. As soon as I figure out who run this motherfucker, I'm going to figure out what's his insecurity. I'm going to figure out what this motherfucker is lacking.
Right.
And I'm going to fill the void. Turns out the motherfucker that ran shit was illiterate.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going through it with his baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't coming to visit him. She wasn't letting him communicate with the kids. She wasn't responding to his letters or anything like that. So I said, nigga, listen, let me help you. Let me read what she sent you. Figure out where her head is at. I understand women, right? And a nigga educated. So I said, nigga, I'm gonna help you out. Talk to me. I'm finna write these letters for you. Next thing you know, baby mama writing them now. Baby mama coming to see him every week. Baby mama bringing the kids to the visit. So now, nigga, I'm protected. You see what I'm saying, nigga? I'm an asset to this motherfucker now. Every day he asking me, what's up, Dre? You got any problems with anybody? I'm like, nigga, I'm good, I'm good. He's like, you got any problems? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, because I killed. I was like, I know. So I was untouchable in this motherfucker for almost 3 years.
Right.
Just simply because I figured out how to be irreplaceable. You understand what I'm trying to say? Irreplaceable to a motherfucker that had the power.
You know what you did? All you did was, see, I be saying this shit on my Instagram all the time. You put yourself in a position to be celebrated, not tolerated.
Exactly.
That's all you did.
Exactly.
So I be telling niggas, go where you celebrated. Don't go where you tolerate it.
Exactly.
So you put yourself in a position to be celebrated and then not tolerated. When you tolerate it, motherfucker like, shut the fuck up, nigga. I don't want to hear what you got to say, nigga.
Exactly.
So you put yourself in a position to be an asset. See,
Bro.
you the true definition. I could drop you off in the jungle.
I'm gonna survive.
By the time I come pick you up, you're going to make all the lions and the hyenas your little homies.
I'm gonna have a hut in this motherfucker. Everything. I'm gonna have all little native chicks dancing in choreography.
I'm not talking about the chicks. I'm talking about the animals.
The animals
Wild.
too.
Mother that's
Yeah.
supposed to kill you and hunt you.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to make them all your little homies. You a survivor.
Because I'm gonna figure out what they need.
Exactly.
I'm gonna figure out.
So
Bro,
by the time I'm thinking, I'm dropping you off because I'm like, yeah, I know this nigga ain't finna survive this shit. I'm finna kill this nigga.
Man, that's what they try to do. Anytime everybody try to starve me out, all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna adjust to the shit. I'm gonna adjust to the situation. I'm gonna figure out how to make it work for me. You see what I'm saying? Once I went from that, I said, listen. I said, buddy, this is what we gonna do. For an hour to 2 hours a day, I'm finna tutor you. Right? I taught this motherfucker how to read. Because I knew that was where he was lacking in confidence. So if I can give him that, that's priceless. Because the motherfucker knew he was strong. He knew he was intimidating to people, but he felt dumb.
Right.
So I made the motherfucker feel smart.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's like, listen, I'm gonna come into an environment. I'm gonna figure out how can I do this at the highest level is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So when I got into the strip club, I did the same thing. I started off as a waiter, but when I saw what the dancers were making, I said, fuck this. I'm going to level up. I'm going to get in shape and put on some size, get even bigger. I'm going to get better costumes. I'm going to learn more choreography. I'm going to make a good communication, good relationship with the DJ so he can mix my sets, so we can work on acts and do the whole 9 yards. And then next thing you know, now I'm booking shows outside of the club, and I'm taking other dancers, and I'm employing them, right? So now I got it to where the owner of the motherfucker is letting me do my thing because I'm branching out with it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm putting motherfuckers to work, getting niggas money. I got niggas going to Italy with it now. I got niggas going to Mexico with it. I got niggas going to Jamaica with it. I got niggas going to the Bahamas with it. It's like, you see what I'm trying to say? It is like, why none of the other dancers is doing that? You see what I'm saying? And in the 2 decades that this motherfucking club has been open, you got 4 different locations. How is it that none of these motherfuckers got book shows overseas and started taking their co-workers to other countries to get foreign money? Now we getting euros, we getting Canadian money. You understand what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm doing it at the highest level.
Right.
So when I got into fucking bodybuilding, bro, it went from just working out in the gym to competing as an amateur. And I said, fuck this. I'm going to go pro. I'm going to get my fucking pro card. See what I'm saying? So now, okay, now I'm a professional. So what? I'm doing it at the highest level. You see what I'm saying? But I never really was that interested in competing to begin with. I don't want to make a career out of that. But I still wanted to be able to say, but I've done it at the highest level, though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now with the podcast shit, I feel the same way. I'm like, hold on, I'm already in a position now to meet, you see what I'm saying, motherfuckers that's doing it at the highest level. So how long is it going to be before I'm doing that at the highest level? And I just feel like if you're going to do it, why not do it to the best of your ability?
So what you do right now, instead of you pimping girls, you want to pimp content.
Exactly. Because that shit, see, this is the thing about that internet, though. That shit give you reach. Because if I could spit, because this is the thing, I've always been spitting game. I've always been giving free game. My whole life, I've been giving free game to motherfuckers, right? But it go from giving free game in the barbershop and on the corner, you see what I'm saying, to traveling and giving motherfuckers free game in a new city. Now I'm in Miami, giving free game to motherfuckers in Miami. But once you get up on the internet now, there's a motherfucker in Australia watching me, applying that shit.
Wow.
There's a motherfucker in Canada watching me applying that shit.
Yo,
you see what I'm saying?
No, because when me and you was doing a cardio together, that dude from DC walked up on you and said, yo, I watch your shit.
I watch your shit.
Yeah, I was there.
That be happening to me a lot now.
Yeah, I watch your shit. You know how many people come up to me all the time? Yo, Jay Wills, man, you be spitting that real shit.
It's like, how you know? Internet.
They watching me.
They watch it on the internet. Yeah,
Man.
yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. So when the motherfuckers start coming and telling you, man, you changed my life, you did it. So you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, how many people have I come in contact with where I can honestly say I changed their life? Remember, I told you that nigga in prison, nigga, he was illiterate when I met him. That motherfucker was reading. He was reading when I left. You know what I'm saying? He had many more years than I did, but when I left, that motherfucker could read. And I changed his whole life. He ain't cracking skulls and doing all, he ain't putting the pressure on motherfuckers because it's like, he's more interested in learning. He's more interested in reading now. He's more interested in getting access to books.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I get that from my grandpa because the amount of people's lives that he's influenced just by being a motherfucker you call and ask for advice. A motherfucker tell you do this, do that, do that, da 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 da. He making motherfuckers better fathers. He making motherfuckers better husbands. He making motherfuckers better businessmen. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well look, that's legacy right there. Because nobody can undo it. The good works you do, can't nobody undo it.
See, one thing I respect about you, everything you're doing is organic.
Gotta be.
Everything you're doing is real.
It gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of it, the fact that you took the time and wanted to chop up game with me, because it's coming from your perspective, it's coming from my perspective, it's coming from two kings' perspective. I'm not judging what you're doing, you're not judging for what I'm doing, but at the end of the day, it's two kings coming together, it's just chopping up game from two different worlds. You understand it? No cap, no shade in what you doing. I ain't never talked to a male stripper before because I was down with them niggas.
Me too until I met him. Then I became a fan of these motherfuckers.
I never been a fan of them.
These motherfuckers are entertainers.
It's just like I never understood their world.
Right.
But if I'm gonna be, I can't be biased because I got to respect both worlds. I got to respect how this nigga getting his money, the thought about how he getting his money. Because I can't just think one way and then know it the other way.
Yeah.
And my nigga, I respect you though.
I appreciate that. But let me tell you something. There's so many parallels between pimping and dancing. Because when you hear it, you just think it in the physical. You just think of the motherfucker overworking himself and all of that. It's like, nah, that shit is so mental.
No, I don't just think it because
you kicking so much game. You got to kick so much game with these chicks. You got to be so disciplined with it. Because this is the thing. It's an added layer with it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like these chicks be sexier than mug. But here's the thing, though. If you can only get money out of old bitches, if you can only get money, right, out of ugly bitches, you can only get money out of fat bitches. You ain't got no game. Get the fuck out of my face. Show me a bad bitch. You see what I'm saying? That no motherfucker can say no to. Get money out of her. When you got the baddest bitch of Tootsies coming and making it rain, 3 bands on you in front of everybody, and you ain't even fucking her. That's game. You ain't spending no time with the bitch, but she breaking you off.
I don't consider that game. I consider that a bitch that's just like a pretty nigga.
Oh, take more
that
than
her
that.
type.
It take more
she
than
just
that.
making it rain on.
Trust me, it take more than that.
I'm talking about a 300-pound nigga that ain't got no six-pack, ain't got no body.
But it's a different type of game is what I'm trying to say, though. That's my point. It's a different
I'm not
type of
knocking
game.
your game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
but
just
that's
like,
game, though. That's game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's motherfuckers, think about it. There's motherfuckers that's good looking than a motherfucker, but they can't get $1 out of a bitch. You see my point? They can't get $1 out of a bitch. So you can't say that it ain't game when you get money out of a bitch, regardless of how you look.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just that a motherfucker will look at you and think that you are less likely to get it than another motherfucker. Why? Why?
Nigga, I ain't no ugly motherfucker, man.
Why? No, but that's my point, though. What I'm trying to tell you is it's mental and it's also the gift of gab.
Right.
That's what get the money up out of these bitches. It's not the same as what gets the money up out of niggas. See, looks is what get the money up out of niggas. The prettier a bitch is, the more likely she be able to get money up out of a motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
You can't show me an unattractive bitch that just got all these niggas giving her money. Come on, nigga, please. It's never gonna happen, no matter how much game she has.
I disagree.
So,
I disagree. Real fucking talk. I disagree. The reason why I say I disagree, because pretty is what pretty does. Pretty don't mean shit if pretty don't know how to get no money.
Oh, no, I get that, but I'm just saying it's going to be an uphill battle for an unattractive chick is what I'm trying to say.
It's not an uphill battle. Good instructions make great production.
Yeah?
A bad bitch with no instruction will only lead to
destruction.
self-destruction.
Yeah, I'm going to have to believe you on that one, though.
Dog, let me explain
I can't do it, so I got to see you do it.
Let me explain something to you, dog. This is where the pimping come in. See, you got some bitches that will go to a gentleman club and she relying on her BBL. She's relying on her fake boobs. She's relying on the fake lips. She relying on a extension.
Right.
Meanwhile, you got a bitch that just had a baby and her stomach look like some balled up homework, and she didn't have the luxury to go get the fucking surgery yet. You got some bitches that got some saggy titties. She ain't have the money to get the boob lift yet. You got some bitch that fucking wearing a fucking a wig, her wig hanging like a fucking filtered hat to the side, and she ain't got no money to go fucking get the proper wig. And you got some bitch that's going to the strip club, and then guess what? Her hotel room is fucking $200 a night, and guess what? So she ain't got the luxury to go to a home. So guess what that ugly bitch got to do?
She got to get
She got to be able to have a cold mouthpiece, knowing that I got a hotel to get, knowing that I'm competing with all these bitches with nice boob jobs, knowing that all these bitches got BBLs and my stomach looking like some balled up homework, and at the end of it, knowing that her ass, she got a flat ass, so guess what she gonna do? She gonna out hustle every bitch that's in the club that won't talk to nobody because she was like,
they too
yo,
pretty.
I'm a superstar. Motherfucker, you need to come up to me and the world owes me something.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, that same bitch will go to everybody, that the same bitch that looked like an IG model that expect everybody to come to her.
Right.
She will out hustle every bitch in the club.
I believe it.
I witnessed it.
I've seen it too. Yeah.
The reason why, because me personally, I like a bitch that I could build, like a Build-A-Bear.
I was just about to say, you talking about that build a bitch.
I'm into the building a bitch.
I gave up on that. That's what I'm saying.
We into different
you
world.
got a different skill set than me.
So at the end of the day, so the bitches that look like the IG model, don't get me wrong, they look good as a motherfucker.
They look good in the motherfucker. Yeah.
But what is they worth?
They're a headache.
You feel me?
Yeah, they a real life headache, man. Trust that. Oh shit, you need to put that on the charger?
Yeah, that's over with. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the longest live ever. Nigga, you gotta drop my goddamn.
But you gotta tag yourself though. Tag yourself.
Yeah,
Type
authentic alphas.
Type it in.
Man, I know you. Spell it out, motherfucker. I know you write poetry.
You gotta tag my nigga though.
Yeah, I don't even know how to. What is this? Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah, so I could just put that on there.
Yeah, post it.
Or I gotta put a.
Now put the app on there, and then motherfuckers tap you.
Or I gotta let these motherfuckers know that it's on YouTube. Hey man, so the studio coming soon, and man, it's gonna be a movie, bro. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. They've been hating on me. They've been trying to hold me back, suppress a nigga and all that, but it's still going down.
Yeah, but they can't suppress the great though.
Yo, you know what happens? All they gonna do is make a motherfucker better. That's the harder you make it for me, is the more resilient you making a nigga. That's all.
It's my nigga, man. Podcast coming soon. My podcast coming soon. We about to make movies.
All day.
So at the same time, y'all go fuck with a nigga.
We just getting started.
Is it the fresh and the fit guy? No. So hold on. I don't understand. I'm the fresh and the fit guy. I don't know who this nigga is.
Man, listen.
But that's my nigga in the building though.
Yo, always, bro. Always,
man.
Always. I'll be seeing them. I'll be seeing you out there grinding, bro. We out here grinding, man.
We out here grinding, man. We're about to fit. My battery's about to go there. We're about to finish this live.
Yeah.
This is going on YouTube, and we putting this shit together. Let me finish with the live though. One. Let me finish with this interview.
Shit, we local now, but I already see it, man. In a few months, motherfuckers is gonna be smoking a cigar in Cuba somewhere, smoking a Cuban in Cuba. We're gonna be somewhere in Brazil, rating fucking bitches in Rio de Janeiro. I already see it, man.
But we're making movies, man. We put this shit together.
I already see it. But you know what's crazy though? I remember there was a joke, man, that a comedian was making. He was like, "Listen, you know what? Let me tell you something about Brooklyn." He said, "No matter where the fuck you go anywhere in this world, anywhere in the world, any motherfucking crowd, and you can say, hey, anybody from Brooklyn?" He said, "I don't give a fuck where you at. Somebody from Brooklyn. Somebody from Brooklyn.
Without a doubt."
Hey, I don't give a fuck if you go to Africa. I don't give a fuck. You
gonna always see a Brooklyn nigga.
There's always going to be a Brooklyn nigga there, though.
No matter what it is.
No matter what. And it ain't even like there's always going to be a New York nigga. Nah, there's always going to be a Brooklyn nigga. I don't know about the Bronx. I don't know about Queens. But they always going to be a nigga from Brooklyn. I don't give a fuck where you go. And it's crazy because if I go somewhere and they ain't a nigga from Brooklyn, you know what I just realized? I'm the nigga from Brooklyn that's there. If I go somewhere there ain't a nigga from Brooklyn, there is a nigga from Brooklyn because that would be me. So no matter where you go, there's a nigga from Brooklyn.
Man, we outside, baby.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what it is about that borough, but them niggas get out there, man. Brooklyn niggas get the fuck out there, bro. Shit. And they wherever the fuck they go, they acclimate to that shit. They make it theirs. They get comfortable. They get comfortable wherever the fuck they go. You see what I'm saying? And they always gonna find a way to get to the money, and they always gonna find a way to get to the pussy.
Brooklyn.
It just is what the fuck it is, nigga. And Brooklyn niggas don't change too. That's another thing I know is, nigga, Brooklyn niggas don't change. These other niggas, man, they change depending on where they are and what's trending and all this other bullshit, nigga. Brooklyn niggas just be. Every Brooklyn nigga I ever met, nigga, 30, 40, 50 years old, they still the same motherfucker they was 10 years ago.
Exactly.
15, 20
we don't
years
change, man.
We don't change, man. We don't change shit.
Shit, the hustle's in us, not on us. That's the reason why I could take my hustle anywhere around the world. I'm going to survive.
Hey, but listen, man. We going to see what it do, man. I can't wait for you to get your fucking podcast up and popping. I want to see what you're going to do with it because I already know your lifestyle shots and all that shit going to be crazy, bro. That shit going to be inspiring, dog. Nah, it's going to be inspiring because...
Man, and I appreciate you giving me the look, though.
Nah, all day, man. Like I said, I want to see your shit. I'm going to make it happen. I ain't worried about that. I'm going to make it happen because when my numbers go up, your numbers going to go up. It's that fucking simple, nigga.
I thought you were supposed to be interviewing me. It's almost like I'm interviewing you.
Nigga, but you know what? Cause this shit just authentic,
Organic.
Nigga. Yeah, the shit
Real
just,
niggas chopping it up.
Cause this is what it is. We've had these conversations. It's just that the motherfucking camera ain't never been on.
Right.
And I know you was a little like, I don't know if I want to do that because it is what it is. And I'm like, I don't know either, but what you want me to do, lie? So that's what I'm saying. You motherfuckers is blessed right now. You niggas should be grateful. Because niggas ain't putting no cap on this shit. They ain't putting no filter on it.
Ain't no filter on none of this shit, dog.
Yeah, it is
what you see is what you get.
This ain't the Get Indicted hotline, but I'm just saying, nigga, we just keeping it real with you. And that's the only way to give game. Because if I try to, you know what I'm saying, edit some game, what the fuck? How am I edit some game?
Then your page is not real.
That's what I'm trying to say. It ain't gonna work for you if I edit it. So I gotta.
And the only motherfuckers that's gonna sit down and have a conversation with you is real motherfuckers that know that you a real authentic nigga.
Right, it's real motherfuckers. Some people can't handle it. See how you say, like, listen, you do what you do. I ain't finna judge you. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. That's how it need to be. Because there's other motherfuckers that they can't fuck with you because they can't wrap their head around your lifestyle, what the fuck you doing. But it's like, nigga, I don't need to wrap my head around it. All I need to do is just trust that motherfucker know what he doing.
And you know what you doing.
Exactly. I got
to walk your lane, I walk my lane.
That's what I'm trying to say, because this is what happens. The moment you get to thinking that you need to understand some shit or you need to, you know, co-sign it or you need to accept it, nigga, you thinking that you know better than another motherfucker. Who is you?
You know one thing I learned? Let me explain something to you so you have a better understanding. Are you left-handed or are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
I'm left-handed.
Right.
So if I drop you off in the middle of the desert and I tell you to walk a straight line, do you think you'll be walking a straight line to get to the water, to your destination? Is the water? Or do you think you'll be walking in circles?
What would be my base of reference? Like,
I just told you to walk.
I would need
I just
something.
tell you to walk a straight line.
Yeah, I'm gonna think I'm walking straight.
But you know what? Literally you'll be walking in circles.
Circles.
You know why?
Because I'm using that side of my brain.
No. You're right-handed. You're right-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically you'll be putting all your energy on your right leg.
On the right leg.
So you'll be literally be walking, you'll be drifting right.
Yeah.
See, I'm left-handed. So at the end of the day, if you tell me to walk a straight line, I won't be walking a straight line. I'll be drifting left.
Left.
So me and you,
Right.
we hold hands together.
We gonna go straight.
So while you drifting right, get over here.
Pull it back left.
When I'm drifting left, what you gonna be doing?
Pull it back right.
So together,
going straight.
we're walking straight line.
Shit. I ain't never thought about it that way.
So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So just because what you doing work for you,
Right.
just because what I'm doing works for me, but if me and you come together,
Yeah,
hold hands,
It worked for us.
it'll work for us together.
And then that different perspective go. That's what I'm trying to say. That's
feel
what
me?
I'm trying to say. That's why we sharing game. Y'all motherfuckers need to be taking notes and learning this shit. And you need to be applying this shit because you ain't got to do what I do to apply the concepts in the game I'm giving you. You ain't got to do what this well, you can't do what this motherfucker do. But you ain't got to be doing what he doing to apply the shit that he. Because that's what I'm thinking to myself, nigga. Hold on. That's why you need to have your fucking podcast. hey, hold on. Hey, you need to be going live.
On where? I be going on live on Instagram.
Not fuck Instagram. You need to be going live on YouTube, right? You need to have the super chats and everything set up. Because square motherfuckers could get so much counseling that would solve their life. It will course correct their life coming from a pimp. Because when they tell you their problems with their woman, bruh, you're going to be seeing it like clean crystal. You're going to be like, all right, this is what you need to do.
Right.
And this is where you fucking up. But at the same time, you wouldn't be squared up and marrying no bitch, but yet you would understand where this motherfucker going wrong in the marriage.
Right.
You would understand why his wife acting up and what she needs to course correct. Like you would get it.
Right.
Coming from your experience. So it's just, to me, it's ironic. You see what I'm saying? That a motherfucker
Right.
could be a businessman, he'd be a corporate dude, doctor, lawyer, dentist, whatever, and he having problems at home, and the best motherfucking counseling for him will come from a motherfucker pimp.
You know
That's some
why?
funny shit.
You know why it would be best to come from me? Because they could go try to get a conversation. They could try to get a perspective for their colleagues, but the colleagues want to fuck his wife. They could go ahead and get a perspective from, you know what I'm saying, from a family member, but the family member don't like the wives.
Exactly.
They could go get a perspective from the girlfriend, but the girlfriend really want to be with him. So they will never get a real perspective.
No bias, yeah.
Me personally, I'm not in your world.
And I don't give a fuck.
So at the end of the day, you get advice from me. I'm not your competition.
And I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Exactly. So I'm gonna tell you how it is.
So many motherfuckers that need to holler at a motherfucker like me or you simply because I don't give a fuck about your feelings, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna shoot straight. I'm gonna shoot straight and tell you right now. You ask me about your IG, I remove your IG, your shit's garbage, and I'm gonna tell you why. You got this goofy ass motherfucking smile. You see what I'm saying? You're looking borderline queer, and then you're wondering why. You see what I'm saying? Your posture off. You see what I'm saying? You're saying dumb shit. I'm reading your fucking comments. Why is that in the caption? Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Right.
Whereas if you ask one of your boys, they ain't fitting to tell you none of that shit unfiltered like that. You see what I'm trying to tell you? They might even tell you, like, listen, I don't like this picture. But they ain't fitting to tell you why, though. Because it's gonna hurt your feelings.
We're not in the ass kissing business.
Exactly. And I don't need you, nigga.
Exactly.
I don't need you for shit.
So at the end of the day, so when we tell you this shit, we tell you this shit because this is our honest to God truth.
Honest to God.
And this is what we do.
And if you can handle it, you can make some changes.
But if you can't handle it,
if you can't handle it,
keep getting advice from everybody else.
Yeah, and that's that feminist shit. That's what's fucking women up nowadays. They're getting this advice from the people that gonna give them an answer that they want to hear. It's like, let me tell you something. If that was the case, then you wouldn't have the problem. Duh.
Exactly.
Duh. So you need to hear some uncomfortable shit, you know what I'm saying? If you're fitting to grow or make the changes you need to make.
Comfortability is the enemy of progress. Once you get comfortable, that's when you start progressing.
And I feel like we losing that. That's what we losing as men. Because when I was coming up, motherfuckers didn't care about each other's feelings, bro. When I was growing up, my parents didn't care about my feelings. In the barbershop, niggas didn't care about my feelings. My uncles, my grandpa didn't care about my fucking feelings. No men in my life, no males in my life give a fuck about my feelings. But it's nowadays, you say the same type of shit, and it's like, motherfuckers look at you like, oh, you ain't got to say it like that. Like, nigga, what other way you want me to say it, nigga?
Right.
How many calories you want me to burn trying to say this shit in a nice way, nigga? What the fuck, nigga? What kind of extra shit you want me to do, nigga? Like, no, I can't say that. No, erase. Okay. No. Nigga, who got time for that shit, nigga?
Right.
I'm going to say it the same way it came in my mind. Same way it came in my motherfucking head. And then when niggas roast each other, it'd be some old childish, silly, goofy shit. It'd be some playful bullshit.
Where we come from.
Right.
It's a project.
The whole point of a roast is you're supposed to hit a motherfucker where it hurts. That's the whole point of a roast. You're supposed to hit him where it hurts.
We come from. We come from the projects.
Exactly.
And everybody else in the project is like crabs in the barrel.
And you wearing honesty. Like, the honesty is visible in the projects. Can't nobody front. We already know what time it is. Everybody know what time it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If your mama a crackhead, everybody know your mama a crackhead, nigga. Like, you see what I'm trying to say, though? Come on.
Right.
If your sister a hoe, everybody know your sister a hoe, nigga. Come on, man. We already know. So that's what I'm trying to say. When you coming from that environment, it's like sparing me the bullshit. But when you go to the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the first things I noticed when I moved to the suburbs. Everybody putting on a fucking front. Everybody putting on a facade. Every neighbor lying to every other neighbor. Motherfucker's like, hi, hey, how are you? I hate that motherfucker. It's like, well, why don't you tell that motherfucker you hate that motherfucker? Why don't you tell him?
The project is the crabs in the barrel. Nobody want to see, if you got an opportunity to be a rapper, it's going to be a nigga that's going to try to get you hooked on drugs. It's going to be a nigga that's going to try to get you in the gang. It's going to be a nigga that's going to fucking try to kill you. Everybody do not want to see you on the next level or whatever you try to do.
You got to keep, one thing I learned real quick in the projects, you got to keep everything positive, a secret.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if
you get a settlement, if you're going to get a settlement when you turn 18, you got to keep the shit a secret. Because your own niggas will plot on you for years. You be 16, niggas will plot on you for 2 years. As soon as you turn 18, nigga, same niggas that you came up with going to be putting a gun in your face. Give me this, motherfucker. You going to give me this. You going to do this for me. And you ain't shit you going to be able to do because it ain't going to be one nigga. It's going to be all them niggas. That's the thing. It going to be all them niggas. You get what I'm trying to say? If you plan on moving, you can't tell niggas. You can't tell niggas you plan on moving. You just got to be there one day and don't be there the next day.
Man, that's what you call keeping niggas out your game room.
Right. If you smashing a chick, you can't let nobody know, bro. All the chicks I've ever smashed in or around the hood or around the I never told nobody. Not even my closest niggas. They all thought I must have been a virgin or something. You ain't gonna know when I'm fucking something. Oh hell no, you ain't gonna know. You see what I'm saying? And when I'm going to another hood, if I'm going to fucking Marcy or I'm going to Tompkins, I'm going to Sumner, I'm going to Fort Greene. If I'm going to another project, nigga, I'm going by myself. And some niggas say, that's crazy, nigga. Why would you go without your niggas? Niggas draw attention, stupid. If I go with an entourage, nigga, then they see us. If it's just me, some niggas confront me. Oh, no. My grandma live in building 4. I'm no threat. I'm just one nigga. They gonna be like, let this little nigga go. But the moment I come with 1 or 2 other niggas, who these niggas? Hey, who these niggas? What you here for? What you doing? Yeah, you getting questioned. I never seen you before. So if you fucking a chick in another project, nigga, you gotta be incognito, nigga. You understand what I'm trying to say, nigga? Everything gotta be off the goddamn radar. So that's how I already knew to deal with that crab in a bucket mentality, bro. You don't let these motherfuckers know nothing. You going to football practice, nigga, you trying to get a scholarship or something, don't tell niggas you going to football practice. Hell no. Just don't tell niggas nothing, just don't be there. What happened, nigga? My mom was sick, I stayed home. Oh, you a mama's boy, all right, whatever.
Shit, keep niggas out your game. I learned that shit early coming up in the game.
Yeah, you gotta keep niggas out your goddamn business, bro. Cause the moment motherfucker, listen, the moment niggas know you smashing a chick, then it's like, yo, nigga, I wanna fuck her. What the fuck you mean? That's my girl. Fuck you mean, nigga? Bro, before hoes, niggas wanna train on this bitch. You deny this motherfucker that, now you got a problem.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now you got a problem. So every fucking thing has to be calculated. That's why I couldn't wait to get the fuck up out the hood, nigga. I couldn't wait to get the fuck up out of there. Cause everything, you gotta overthink everything. You gotta overthink every motherfucking thing. You gotta overthink this motherfucking shit. On a block, nigga, I had to get some binoculars so I could see the fiends coming 2 blocks ahead. Because if not, I got to compete with all my same niggas.
That's how I learned how to move.
Yeah, you got to move like a ninja. You got to move like a ninja. You getting money, you can't let nobody know you getting money. Stop buying them Jordans, stop buying chains, stop buying the new Timbs. Don't buy no Averexes, nigga. You tripping. You tripping. And that's why I ain't never had no problem with the laws. Because you would never see me out there with the new North Face and the this and the that. Nigga, you advertise it. You see me out there with the same clothes I wear to go to work. I go do construction in the morning, 6 a.m. I get back from construction about 5:30. I don't change my clothes to sell dope, nigga. I sell dope the same shit I wore, nigga. I got the fucking goggles. I got the paint all over my motherfucking shit. Yeah. Police come through, nigga. I'm eating my beef lo mein. Everybody else run and scatter like roaches. Fuck I'm running for. Because they look at me and they see a nigga that got a job, and in their mind, no nigga that have a job is also gonna sell dope.
Right.
That's their logic. You see what I'm saying? So I'm damn near wearing a costume. It's Halloween for me every goddamn day. What you is for Halloween? Construction worker? What you is for Halloween? Demolition man. Yeah. That's why I never had to run for no police. I never had to run off the goddamn block, nigga. Because I never dressed like a dope boy. You see what I'm trying to say? Any chicks I'm messing with, I know they messing with me for me. Because I ain't doing all that goofy shit, putting all that extra persona. Now, if it's time to go to Webster Hall or something, okay. You see what I'm saying? If it's time to go to the Palladium, it's time to, you see what I'm saying? Now I'm motherfucking jiggy. But now I gotta have my niggas. Now I gotta have the heat. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole nother ball game going on now. So Brooklyn just made me learn that it's a price to be that nigga. And you gotta be willing to play that toll. Because if not, a motherfucker gonna put you in a hole. You see what I'm trying to say? The moment you think it's free to be that nigga, you gonna be that nigga in memory. Motherfuckers gonna be wearing that t-shirt talking about, pour something out for my dog. That ain't gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Not me. So I'm always trying to be several steps ahead of these other niggas. Because the problem with niggas in the hood, black motherfuckers in the hood in general, they don't think. They don't think. Everything's impulsive. So that's why I was able to do so much of this wild boy shit without having to pay the consequences that these niggas paid. You see what I'm saying? I did my bit because I wouldn't snitch on niggas. It was other niggas that really got jammed up, and I just was like, I'm not fitting to tell on niggas.
Right.
So it is what it is. But for the most part, motherfuckers able to get away with a lot of shit when you just separate yourself from what the herd is doing.
So let me ask you that. What is your goals that you try to accomplish with this whole podcast thing?
Well, shit, let me tell you, just like you were saying, it's like, damn, if I'm giving away all this game, it's like, nigga, I might as well monetize it. Because it's worth that. It's worth that to so many people. It's not me putting a price on it. You get what I'm saying? You got so many men out here, so many young boys out here, they don't even got the lifeline. You see what I'm saying? They don't even got the lifeline. They don't got nobody to do. Hey, man, what should I do? They ain't got nobody. They ain't got near big brother. They ain't got near uncle. Nothing.
Right.
And just like them dope heads, if you ain't hustling, they gonna get it from somewhere else. Now, what if that somewhere else is soap?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm motherfucker in the ER. So that's how I feel about these motherfuckers out here in need of some fucking guidance and some advice. If I'm not gonna spit it, and the alternative ain't authentic, what's gonna happen? They gonna steer these niggas down the wrong road.
Get it from somewhere else.
Exactly. So what's gonna happen is they gonna pay their money elsewhere to get duped. They gonna get some soap. That's what's gonna happen. And that is what's happening. So it's like, well, damn. It's like I could do a good thing, and I could make a living out of it. I could do a good thing and make a business out of it. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm result orientated. I don't want nobody spending no money with me if they ain't getting results.
Exactly.
If I'm gonna train a client, you gonna get them goddamn results.
Right.
But you got tons of motherfuckers in the fitness industry, online, just copy and pasting, recycling, selling people the same bullshit, whatever. Motherfuckers, the scale ain't moving. Motherfuckers ain't getting no stronger. They ain't getting no results. But they sending that money. They cash apping that money.
But one thing you got to respect about me, dog, I'm self-motivated.
No, I see it. That's what I'm saying. I see it.
You see me in the gym every fucking day.
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, bro, that's powerful. It's powerful. Because not only you not see that with most motherfuckers, you comfortable. You living comfortable. So if to see you doing it, it says even more.
Why you say that?
Because you living comfortable, nigga.
Every day is a hustle.
But that's my point, though.
Right.
Is that you could be focusing on that, but you making time for it. So for somebody that's mind is so money focused, you still making time for that. That's
right.
That's the definition of discipline.
Right.
That's the definition of self-discipline. You understand what I'm trying to say,
right.
dog? So you could just be grinding, hustling, counting money, and eating big fat fucking steaks at Komodo. That could just be what you do.
Right.
But you making time for it. You getting up early in the morning, you dieting, you doing your motherfucking cardio, you doing your shit. So that's what I'm trying to say. Ain't nobody holding a gun to your head.
Right.
So you gotta respect that. When you see motherfuckers doing it and they doing it because they got a goal, you know what I'm saying? They focus, they disciplined, they consistent, you gotta respect it. You gotta value it because it's rare. That's a rarity. And think about it. You grinding for you. You your own boss.
Right.
Majority of people, they grinding for a boss. Somebody cracking that whip.
Right.
That's why they grinding. So who I'm gonna respect more? The motherfucker that get up for his or the motherfucker that get up for somebody else?
Everybody get over his.
That's what I'm trying to say, though. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like I haven't worked for another motherfucker since 2004. 2004, 2005 was the last time that I worked for somebody punched the clock. So you got so many grown-ass men out here, they're terrified to lose their job.
Right.
They're terrified. What you so scared about? You don't trust you? So I can't trust a motherfucker that's scared to lose their job.
Right.
Because they can't trust themselves. So how am I trust you, nigga?
Exactly.
You see what I'm trying to say? In my mind, that's my logic, nigga. If you terrified to be on your own, I don't trust you. I wouldn't rely on you because you don't rely on you. Nigga, I rely on me. And I always have. Even when I was working for a motherfucker, trust me, I was working for me more than I was working for them. Believe that shit. I'm getting mine on the side.
Is that what you call me in the true definition of what don't break a nigga will only make a nigga?
Yeah, but believe me, and I'm telling you, bro, the only fear that I've had my entire adult life, only one thing I've ever been afraid of was having a child and a woman take it from me, take access to my child away from me. That's the only one thing I've ever feared.
Why?
Because I feel like that would be the worst thing, bro. I feel like that would be, I couldn't imagine that. To me, that's like a travesty. That's the worst thing I can imagine happening as a man. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, everybody got their version of the boogeyman.
Right.
But for me, that's the worst. That's the worst. I could take any other loss and I could recoup. I could figure it out. But that right there, good Lord, bro.
Scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Then what do you do? What do you do? Who do you beat up? What do you steal? How much money you gonna make? What's the solution to that if a woman take your child? You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? You going to go fight the court system? That's all you can do is just go exhaust yourself trying to fight the court system for the right to see my child. Nigga, that sentence don't even sound right. You fighting to see your child. This shit came out your balls.
Same thing Tyrese was going to do.
And you see how that make a nigga cry. And there was people making fun of him and all that. I'm like, listen, time out, bro. If a motherfucker get to crying like a bitch about anything, you could clown him all you want, but not about his kids. Because that'll make, you know what I'm saying? That shit will make Hercules cry. So you can't even, you understand what I'm trying to say? So then you got to even ask yourself, what's with the character of a nigga that's fitting to laugh at a dude for crying over that?
Right, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Because that shit ain't funny. Ain't no parts of that funny. And it's crazy to me that women would even do that. It's crazy to me that women would even do that.
Man, this whole game is crazy. That's why I dance to the beat to my own drums.
Yeah.
And I do what I got to do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, and like I said before, live in your reality. Dance to the beat to your own drum. Focus what works for you. And be passionate what you're passionate about.
Right.
And you'll win.
Yeah, because like I'm not telling you motherfuckers to go quit your job tomorrow because a lot of y'all niggas ain't built like that. But what I'm saying is figure out how to put yourself in that position where you can do that. Because the reason why I say that's important is because I've spoken to older men, even men on their deathbed. That's a good time to talk to a motherfucker is in hospice. You know, when he know it's about to be a wrap. And you will get some of the most gems and the most wisdom talking to somebody that know they're on their way out. And the worst thing is to see a man regret his time on this planet, like on Earth, like what he did with his time because he worked for someone else. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'll never look at it like that because at the end of the day, you understand this. One thing I learned, Jay-Z's a billionaire. You agree?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Kanye is a billionaire. You agree?
Yeah.
P. Diddy is on his way to being a billionaire. You agree?
I'm pretty sure he was already
Dr. Dre on his way to billionaire. You agree? I'm a hundredaire. You agree?
100 here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one thing when we all die, our coffin's gonna be the same size.
Yeah. It's true.
Can't take the money with you.
Right. But what you accomplish in your life that
So
brought you
the point I'm trying to
gratification?
make you understand is that we all living on borrowed time.
Right.
So whatever we do in the borrowed time, that's all that matters. Because you're not going to be here 100 years later. I'm not going to be here 100 years later. So everybody on a race to be a millionaire. Everybody on a race to be a billionaire. So that's why when you say that, oh, you see me and basically I don't have no worries in my mind and I'm just doing what I do. Because the reason why I think the way I think, because when I see Kanye, I knew Jay-Z before he was Jay-Z. I knew Big before he was Big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so,
I used to work right across from Jay-Z, bro.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money he makes, no matter how much money Beyonce make, the only thing that money really matters is buy the materialistic things that you want. But other than that, look at Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs said something that made all the sense in the world. You could buy all the watch, the most expensive watch in the world, it still stay at the same time.
Yeah.
You could buy the most expensive car you want, but we still gonna be stuck in traffic at the same time. So at the end of the day, it's all about what we do in the time frame that we're blessed with.
Right.
You could go to the gym and work out every fucking day. And while you're doing a fucking a routine workout that you used to doing every day, your heart just shut down on you through heart failure. So your goal to get to that 100 million, to get to that 90 million, it don't matter anymore.
Because you're gone.
So while you here, enjoy every opportunity, the time that you wake up, the time that you get to take a shower, the time that you get to fuck a beautiful bitch, the time that I get a chance to smoke a nice cigar, the time that I get to we all are living on borrowed time.
Yeah.
So money don't impress me. So that's why if I'm broke, okay. If I have money, okay. If I fuck a bad bitch, okay. If I get a chance to wear a nice watch, Okay. If I wear nice shades, okay. If I get a chance to live in a beautiful high rise, okay. Because at the end of the day, we all living on borrowed time.
Yeah.
So everybody worship Kanye, he worth 10 billion. Everybody worship Jay-Z because he's worth billion. Everybody worship Diddy, he's worth billion.
I ain't worried about him.
And then they get depressed
because they don't what they don't have.
What they don't have.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's the funny thing? I've been meaning to make a video about it. A concept, right? Check this concept out. Like, first of all, for me, I'm never like, when someone tell me like I'm hating on somebody else, I think it's the cutest thing. I think it's the funniest thing in the world because you really don't know me if you think I have like hate or envy or jealousy in my heart. I've never had that because I've always felt so fortunate. And the reason why is because I just simply think in these terms. Globally, as far as humanity is concerned, I'm doing better than about 88% of the human population. That's a fact.
You know why you feel that way?
So why I'm be over here jealous that some motherfucker got a $300,000 car, this motherfucker got a new Rolex or whatever, bruh. That's wonderful. You're doing better than a lot of people, but
why
so am I.
Why do you feel like you're doing better than a lot of people?
Because I'm just talking about the fact that the world is heavily populated, and majority of the people in the world are actually the poor.
People that got the 300,000 houses, the fucking nice cars. All they got is bills.
That too. That too.
At the end of the day, when the money stops,
they fucked. And they can't miss a beat. They can't even enjoy the
But a person that basically that lives within his means,
he enjoying the
moment. The person that go to the clubs, party, have a good night,
enjoy his family,
enjoy his family,
friends,
do his thing,
yeah,
pay his bills. But the person that has all this the
material shit,
all the materialistic shit,
they got pressure
just to maintain to oppress the masses.
Right. You got pressure. Think about it,
people,
dude. When you get a nice car, I remember that was one thing I noticed when I started buying like brand new cars. You gotta be super cautious and anal about where you park it. Somebody trying to break into my car. Somebody trying to do oh my God, somebody opened their door and scratched the side of my car. Oh my God, now I gotta make an appointment at the body shop. Now it's just more stress, more things to worry about. After a while, the things you own, you start realizing, I don't own these things. These things own me. Real shit. These things. I remember going to Jamaica and the whole time I had to keep on checking the internet, bird's eye view, look at my car. I keep checking on my car. My car, all right? What you doing? Yeah, how's the Wi-Fi in here? I need to check on my car. I'm worried about my car in Miami and I'm in Jamaica. You see what I'm saying?
One thing you gotta understand is, man, cars is the worst investment. A car and boats
are the worst
investment.
Liability.
Because as soon as you drive out that car, you drive off the lot,
depreciate dramatically.
Automatic. So why niggas give a fuck? And not only that, the same car that you worshiping, they're making new ones every year.
Every year.
So that's why I never even give a fuck about cars.
Yeah, and they're making them daily. And I look at all the, like, anytime I meet a millionaire, right? All the millionaires that I meet, I always analyze them. And I'm not analyzing them because, like, oh, they rich and I want to be like them. And no, I'm analyzing them because I'm trying to see their level of satisfaction. I'm trying to see their level of glee. I'm trying to see how much they enjoy their life, how much they enjoy the moment. You understand what I'm trying to say? How much do they enjoy their loved ones?
I'm a nigga that I can really explain that shit to you. I've been a millionaire before. Right. I filed chapter 17. I filed bankruptcy when I was doing real estate, 08, 06, with the market crash. At the end of the day, all you just got is a bunch of material things that's going to depreciate value. That's why when I see rappers buy all this jewelry,
I don't know why they do that.
When they buy all this, in the next 6 months, it's a new style of jewelry. So the jewelry that you spend $80,000 to $100,000 on depreciate the value, you can't even sell that shit. So now you got to get rid of the shit. Why the fuck you think all these rappers go broke?
Yeah. Buying a bunch of dumb shit.
Because at the end of the day, because once you have money, all you doing is buy a bunch of shit that's going to show that you got money.
And it's funny because when I go to other countries, these motherfuckers that be like making what be the equivalent of 25, 30,000 a year US, them motherfuckers be happy. They work all day, every day, but they be happy
because the reason why they're happy,
the moment they're off, the moment they off, this is all they got. This is all that they have on their mind, is to go spend time with their friends and family.
Go sit down with
That's
your
it.
family, go to the local bar, get the cheap beer.
right.
fuck it.
Exactly.
And
Have a
then-
drink.
And the bitch that they like,
They got
she
their
not
woman.
on it, she not worried about. All she need a connection with you, and guess what? You
They got
fucking
their
all day and
children.
night.
They got their children. That's what bring them the most joys. Their children. That's it. And I look at that and I say, damn, look how much happier they are
Man, good luck trying to meet a bitch like that on the
over here. But the crazy thing is that's why these bitches are never happy. Nigga, I see bitches all the time. They got expensive cars. They got all this nice shit. They're never happy. They're always miserable. I'm like, damn, bitch, you got an attitude. You're 26 years old. You got 3 sugar daddies. You know what I'm saying? You have your rent getting paid. You're driving a new BMW. You got a $4,000 handbag, and this bitch still upset. You still aggy.
The reason why, because they're robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Right. And you ain't got no credit. You got no money in the bank. But then I could go to Mexico and be around a chick that work, you know what I'm saying, 40-something hours a week. She worked Monday through Friday, all damn day, 8 hours a damn day, right? She never had her nails done. She does her own hair. She barely wears any makeup, but this chick is happy. She's pleasant. And I'm just like, how is this possible? So it's very strange that you see that dynamic. And I find it more interesting that none of these dumbass bitches has figured that shit out yet because they're too busy trying to keep up with the hoes on Instagram. So that's another thing I was going to say is that you're talking about all these young people and everybody that's depressed when they get on Instagram. The reason why is because of who you're choosing to follow. You're only following people that's doing better than you. You're only following people that got more money than you. You're following people that supposedly are living a better lifestyle than you, supposedly living their best life. You're following people that's always posting cars and jewelries and trips and handbags and clothes and all this kind of stuff. You're following people that got way more followers than you, right? So it seems like that's everybody else and you're the loser. But here's the crazy thing. That's the very, very tiny minority. Why don't you start following only people that have less than you? Only follow people that have 1,000 followers or less. Only follow people that have shittier cars than you. Only follow people that have shittier jobs than you. Only follow people that got shittier clothes than you. And then let's see what it does to your mentality. Let's see what it does to your mood. You get what I'm trying to say? It's all perception.
I get what you're saying. But one thing you got to understand is the environment that you permit determines the product that you produce. You are the company that you keep.
Exactly.
Like if you hang with a thief, you're gonna become a thief. You hang with a drug dealer, you're gonna sell drugs, become a drug user.
You start using them.
If you hang with a bum bitch, you're gonna become a bum bitch. If you hang with hustlers, you're gonna become a hustler. So the environment that you permit determines the product that you produce. So these new internet babies and these new social media babies, they want to be a part of what's lit.
Yep.
And once you get the chance to get to know these people that you think is lit, when you go into their world, you
They
realize
bullshit.
that they
fake it.
busted, disgusted, and can't be motherfucking trusted.
It's true. It's true, bro. True.
So at the end of the day, so like I said before, this the world we living in.
Well, shit, nigga. Let's get back to that world, man. Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm giving you way too much free game anyway. So we are up out of here, man. I appreciate you, Dougie. We're going to do this again sometime. But next time, we're going to have some chicks probably. Yeah, some chicks.
Get their point of views.
Yeah, we got some eye candy because it makes the views go up.
man.
Niggas listen more when there's some chicks on deck.
Oh,
All right,
nigga, we
man.
gave some good content tonight, though.
We out of here, fellas.
My man.
Yeah, for sure.
One. That